This is Punk Rock and Politics, and today is January 31st, 2017, and this is episode number 6. Let's do this.
These days are strange, it's true.
I would bomb the shit out of them.
If you think that punk rock doesn't mix with politics, you're wrong.
Welcome to Punk Rock and Politics. Today we're talking to the band After the Burn about the DNC, Bernie Sanders, and medical marijuana. So let's get to the political mosh pit. But first, here's the news of the week.
Here's what's making news.
The first week of the Trump administration is met with another round of protests. These protests, mainly based on President Trump's executive order on the completion of the Keystone XL, the Dakota Access Pipeline, and the immigration ban signed as an executive order, a huge setback for environmental activists, the water protectors, and immigration activists. With one executive order, President Trump imposed a 90-day immigration ban on 7 primarily Muslim countries, including Syria, where millions have been displaced due to the civil war that has been ongoing since 2011. Worldwide, 60 million people are displaced according to the United Nations, making it the most since World War II. More news on the immigration executive order. Sally Yates, the acting attorney general, ordered federal lawyers not to defend President Trump's immigration ban, and she was fired and replaced only a few hours later. In a news release, the White House said Yates betrayed the Department of Justice by refusing to enforce a legal order designated to protect the citizens of the United States. Trump named in her place Dana Boyd, who is the U.S. Attorney General for the Eastern District of Virginia. Boyd said that he will enforce Trump's executive order until he is replaced by Senator Jeff Sessions. Scientists moved the doomsday clock to 3 minutes till midnight, making it the closest it's been till the end of days since the 1950s. Scientists cited climate change, world instability, the new Trump administration, and nuclear weapons as reason for moving the clock 30 seconds closer to midnight. Only 3 minutes left. And that's the news of the week! In my never-ending search to find amazing music online, I stumbled across a band called After the Burn. I was able to talk to Michael and Mike, the lead vocalist and guitarist of the band, about their music, the DNC, Bernie Sanders, medical marijuana, and the pharmaceutical industry. After the Burn are 4 dudes whose songs are fed by angst and turmoil. They serve up catchy songs about broken dreams while leading pretty normal lives along the New Jersey shore. But before we get to the interview, let's check out one of their songs. Here's The Burn by After the Burn.
Struggling to catch my breath.
All right, and that was The Burn by After the Burn. And we actually have Mike and Michael here, who's the guitarist and the lead vocals for the band. Hey, what's up, guys?
What's going on, man?
Good, good. How are you guys?
We're chilling, man. We just got off of playing a show. We're chilling in my basement. We're doing a bunch of work, so.
Nice.
Okay,
yeah. I knew you were doing a show. I didn't know you just finished. How did it go?
The show was last night. It was for a record release, and it went well. We had a good turnout and a lot of friends hanging out and, just enjoying the scene, so.
Cool. And was that for your new album, The Frustrate on Repeat?
Yes, that was the release for that.
Awesome. Nice. Yeah, I really dig the sound off the new album. I really also like the album with the Conspiracy and The Burn on it. You guys really have that New Jersey sound. Oh, do you guys?
No, not really. We've heard New Jersey or we hear SoCal.
Okay.
We get California comparisons.
Yeah, the first time I remember hearing, the first time I heard that we had like a Jersey sound
was when we were in Brooklyn.
When we played Brooklyn, which was last week.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Which is I'm not sure what that means. Like the Jersey sound, is that like Bruce Springsteen?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't. No, that's funny. Bruce the Springsteen. He is pure New Jersey though. No, I would consider it like the whole. I don't know, that indie rock kind of Long Island and New Jersey sound. There's a lot of really good bands with that sound, and you guys kind of have it. And that's been coming out of that area recently because I'm from Southern California down here. We have a lot, we've been producing pop punk bands forever. So
yes, forever.
Forever. So whenever I hear anything different, I'm always, I kind of light up and I'm like, ooh, this is new, so I liked it.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah. So let's get a little bit of the music stuff out of the way. So how did the band come about, and what's your inspiration?
Go for it. I don't know, man. Like this is
we played in separate bands for like over 20 years.
Yeah. Mike and I have been we've known each other for years through the scene. I was playing in a band at the time called Sine Waves, and Mike was playing in a band called Otis's Gun Stash, and both bands kind of fell apart at about the same time. I remember I got in touch with Mike about possibly joining up with me in Sine Waves, and then he mentioned that he had this other project going on, and wanted to know if I would come in and give it a listen because they were looking for a singer. And I remember I went to practice. I thought the songs were really cool. Again, I've known Mike since the 90s. So I wasn't surprised that I liked it. And then we basically just I made a decision to join up with these guys, and then we started writing songs.
Cool. And when was that? So when did the band form?
Was that 2014?
It was the end of 2013. It was the summer of 2013. Wow. Yeah, because my band Sine Waves played a show, and it didn't go as well as maybe you hope. And some of the guys in the band maybe not practicing so much. I don't know.
Yeah. Definitely. You can hear it, man. I went to a show. The last podcast was about a show I went to, the anti-inaugural ball, and the very last band that played was Faceless, I believe. They're from here in San Diego, but they're more of a metal type punk. But wow, they were tight. So you could tell when people practice because you're like, wow, they're tight. Yeah. It's that's impressive.
You can tell they care about their songs.
Yeah,
too.
that's true. If there's passion involved, and that definitely, yeah. All right, well. I mean, like I said, I really digged your guys' music, and that was one of the reasons why I reached out to have you on here. So, I want to play another song. We're going to play Conspiracy. This is off your previous album. We're going to hear Conspiracy, and then we'll come back and talk to Michael and Mike from After the Burn. So here's Conspiracy.
So sick of this institution.
So that was Conspiracy by After the Burn. So guys, let's get to some punk rock and politics here. So some people would say, speaking of conspiracies, that it was a conspiracy that the Democratic Party basically kicked Bernie Sanders out and selected a corporate Democrat, Hillary. So what's your thoughts on that?
Well, yeah, that's what it seems to be. I mean, from everything that, I was paying attention. I was a big Bernie fan. And it really seemed like he was getting, he had a lot of followers, like he was really had an awesome movement going. And it just really seemed like it was just kind of like stolen away,
Yes. Yeah.
and kind of like given to Hillary for whatever reason. I don't know. She's rich. She's been in politics. She is part of the system.
Yep.
Yeah. And then you see some of the emails that come out. And, I mean, I didn't read them extensively.
Oh, gee. Those emails basically kind of validated everything that all the Bernie supporters were saying for the past, 6-9 months?
Yeah. And, it was pretty, and I think that is really what turned everybody off to her. That's what led to Trump being president.
That's exactly what I was going to say, and that's how we got Trump. Because I mean, from how I saw it, there's no enthusiasm for Hillary whatsoever. And I know
I don't
your
see
state,
much enthusiasm for Trump either. Doesn't
Yeah.
seem like there's
Yeah.
enthusiasm for our president now.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, yeah, I think definitely here in the blue states, and I mean, I'm pretty sure up there. I know you guys. I mean, I know you do have Chris Christie as governor.
We're getting to him soon.
Yeah, I would imagine. I mean, especially after that whole bridge debacle, right?
Yeah, really.
How else is he out there? Like, give us some. You guys would have some local feedback.
I don't. Nobody really likes him. He took a bunch of money away from teachers, from pensions, and money from cops. He's kind of a jerk.
Is he very anti-union? Is that?
He is very anti-union.
Yeah. I think he was like bragging about breaking up the teachers union and taking money away from them.
Yeah, I think it was name calling him a little bit back then.
Yeah. He's just a loudmouth.
Love loudmouths, though. I think that's like his allure, and he's a straight talker.
Yeah.
He tells it as it is. And then he turns out to be.
There's a lot of Trump in him,
Oh, yeah.
Shady bastard is all he is.
Exactly. But he was one of the first like mainstream Republicans to back Trump. If you, I'm sure you guys remember.
He's out of here soon.
He's gonna need a job.
Another job, man.
Oh, he's not getting one. I thought if anyone was going to get the attorney general slot, it was going to be him. But Trump snubbed him, just like he snubbed Giuliani and a bunch of these other early supporters of his, which is really interesting.
Didn't he have a beef or something? Like one of his family members got arrested or something. What the hell was that? It was like a scandal.
Giuliani?
Yeah, one of
Christie's?
Christie with Trump, one of Trump's family members. Christie threw him under the bus. That's basically.
Oh, really?
I'm trying to remember what the hell it was all about.
I don't remember that.
Oh, and then that basically is what the bad blood.
Yeah, there was bad blood.
Wow. Yeah. Well, Trump. You could tell that guy he'll hold a grudge.
Oh yeah, it's going to be very grudge-filled presidency.
You want to see what the United States is probably going to look like after 4 years of Trump? Go look at Atlantic City.
You're a lot closer to Atlantic City than I am over here in Southern California. Tell me how it looks over there.
It's terrible. All the casinos have been getting shut down. A lot of people are losing their jobs.
It's sad what they're doing down there.
You got a high crime rate because people are trying to survive.
Yep.
I mean, it's complete. It's like
dystopian.
It's completely
Yeah.
depressing over there. You know, there was at one point they were going to lose their garbage men and cops for a little while.
Oh, jeez.
They had no money in the budget to even keep them going.
Wow. It's almost like Detroit, almost. You know, but just
Close.
probably not that far down. Have you guys ever been to Vegas by any chance?
I've been to Vegas once or twice.
I'm sure.
Can't really remember.
Well, then you had a good trip then.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, because I mean, I've never been to Atlantic City, but I kind of imagine it more of a smaller version than Vegas. I could be wrong.
No, Atlantic's
It's like you have like Venice Beach boardwalks. You know, like it's like all of those casinos are right on the boardwalk.
on the boardwalk, and then you have your amusement park over there, a small one.
Okay.
But no, it doesn't look like that anymore. Now it looks
Yeah.
like.
And I mean, that sounds like such a nice area to go. I mean, a theme park on the boardwalk, and it's like, how is it failing? You know,
There's cool things to do. I mean, there's the Boneyard is down there. It's a great venue. You know, there's a lot of people in the town that are trying to do good.
There's a lot of potential still there. It's just there's no money.
yeah.
You know, and you can't draw people into that area because they're scared of the neighborhoods and the crime rate.
Yeah, they don't want to go to go down there for.
Yeah. And then there's lack of jobs too. So
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
what was the Taj Mahal? Was that the last one?
Yeah, I know. I mean,
yeah, I think that was Trump's, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't he on that one?
What else are you going to do down there if the casinos are gone? You know.
Yeah. Yeah, when one city is dependent on one revenue source and it leaves, I mean, it destroys that entire city. You could see that, like I was saying, Detroit and apparently Atlantic City. It's
sad. Yeah, it's definitely sad. You know, I mean, they have a lot of shopping there, but you know,
yeah. Well, that's pretty much all we have now in America, right? Is shopping, consumerism, like.
Let's go shopping and we'll put it on the credit card because we don't have enough money to pay our mortgage, but we really, really need a new pair of shoes.
Yeah, I gotta get that bigger TV, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I need the big TV, man. Like, you need the big TV. Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost horrible, though, because it's almost like that, because our society is a consumerism society, so it's almost like if we would stop that, our economy would slow down. It's kind of just like how it's built. It's built for destruction in a way.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, you spend all of your time working to get this money to pay for this stuff. You know, like you lose out on living. You know. Like,
what's food? I got a pair of shoes, but I got no food in the house.
Yeah. Or you're working 2 jobs, 50 hours a week, and you don't have time to hang out with your kids or just go have fun.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
You don't want to. I have kids, and you know, I want to be home with them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They're 2 rad little dudes. You know, like, got to teach them about life.
Nice.
Like, that's important.
Yeah, you got to be there. You got to be there for your kids, man. That's like, I mean, that's your number one job. So
Number one job.
You know, but then you also have to provide for them. So it's tough for parents because it really pulls them in 2 different directions. You know,
especially in Jersey.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of your kids, I was checking out your YouTube page. And you guys got to put up more music, man, on there, like a video or something. I'll link it on mine. But I saw you posted a video. You played like an acoustic song.
I did.
You're like, my kids are sleeping. I got to do this really good. I was like, nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doing the daddy thing and the musician thing, dude. That rock on.
Sometimes I put them like my little guy. Like, I'll play some Frank Turner songs. And he'll fall asleep. I'm not sure if it's because the songs like are like lullaby-ish or he's just bored to death. You know?
Yeah. Well, whatever works, you know.
Whatever works. Right?
Yeah. If he goes to sleep, you know. Yeah.
Speaking of videos, though, we're going to be shooting a video next Saturday for the song Paradise Hell that's on Frustrate on repeat.
Perfect. Yeah, we're gonna be hearing that song in a little bit.
Yeah,
cool.
And it's gonna be our first video.
So is that like your single off this new EP?
Yeah, that's the one that we identified as a single.
Yeah.
It's probably the poppiest of the bunch, but
yeah, I was definitely thinking it's definitely is more poppy than the previous EP. That song.
Yes.
But it still has the same sound. So I really enjoy when I run across bands who have a few albums out, because I find, on the second album and especially the third, they really start to discover their sound. And,
We're on the road there. We got a couple of new songs that we're working on that we're really stoked about. So now we just got to play shows and rake in some money so we can pay for it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, that's what it's all about, right?
It's a hustle.
Yeah. Well, how, speaking of all the music, how if people who are listening to this podcast, how can they check out your music?
You can find us on Bandcamp, aftertheburn.bandcamp.com. That's where we have our first and current EP,
and even a live demo.
We have a live demo.
From the beginning,
probably from the first couple of practices.
Oh, okay. Is that the first album that's on there, or the first EP?
That's the black and white cover that just says After the Burn.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I think I recorded it with my iPhone.
Dude, it doesn't sound that bad actually for recording with your iPhone.
It's whatever the hell.
Oh, that was a device thing.
You had a little recorder.
It's all right. It's not
Same
bad.
Thing.
I think that's lacking in so much music now. They'll record everything, and everything's so crystal perfect that it almost loses that raw feeling.
The raw
we're raw all the time. We're sloppy.
Come see us live. We're raw.
Hey, well, after a few beers, man, no one really notices, So you.
You notice.
That's why we go on. We try to go on later while everybody is.
Yeah, well, they're a little bit more tipsy,
Oh, we go on early for us, so we don't, overindulge.
Mm-hmm.
It's better to go on later when the crowd is a little sauced.
Yeah, they start having a little more fun.
Yeah. you gotta get them when they're in that mood. So, all right. Well, I want to just hit on one more issue before we head out, because in November, out here in California, we passed, and I believe Massachusetts also passed recreational marijuana. And I believe it's 26 states now have medical marijuana available. Does New Jersey have medical?
Yeah, we have medical, but you got to be dying to get it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's tough.
It's not used over here for people with PTSD, and there's far good uses for it, but it's literally because of Christie, you got to be on your deathbed to get it.
Oh, see that bastard again. There he goes. Yeah,
he pretty much vowed that he'll never make it legal because he believes it's a gateway drug.
Yeah, mm-hmm. Yeah. And that was why I was worried if he was going to become Attorney General.
That would be awesome, man.
Yeah,
but then pump all those pharmaceuticals into people.
Yes, yeah. So what's your guys' view on medical marijuana and its possibilities to help people versus the pharmaceutical industry?
Well, for one thing, it's going to knock the hell out of pharmaceuticals because it could be used as a painkiller.
Yeah.
It could be used for depression.
Mm-hmm.
It could be used for arthritis. I mean, there's so many
epilepsy.
There's so many even common things that women, when they experience, their monthly friend. I mean, you don't even have to smoke it. There's so many other ways to ingest it.
Yeah.
That
oils. You could rub oil on a cancerous tumor on your arm, and it basically just breaks it apart and heals it.
And I believe that's
insane.
That's the CBD aspect of the marijuana, which is non hallucinogenic, or there's no high involved.
It's the derivative from a male plant.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Most of those
Which,
like especially when they use on anybody that's experiencing seizures.
yeah. Which was, did you hear recently? I believe it was the DEA. Didn't they make that a Schedule 1 drug, the CBD?
Yeah,
I believe
think
they did.
They made it. Yeah,
I did see
yes,
something
they
about
did.
that. I didn't read that article, but I did see that.
Yeah. I don't know if
Which
it's the DEA or the FDA. I believe it's the FDA. But one organizations, I think it was only like 3 months ago.
Yeah, I remember seeing that recently, which is it's concerning. You know?
Yeah, I know.
There's
Yeah.
money tied in. You know what? The pharmaceutical company, they're going to say anything natural is a threat.
Mm.
Then
It's
anybody
all
can grow
money.
it.
You know, I believe there is a cure for cancer. They're not going to give it out. There's too much money tied in. There's a
Yes.
cure for HIV. I believe that. They're not going to give up that money. There's too much, involved with them.
Death
with
is
facilities.
a big
With
business.
it's just a huge business.
Yeah. It's the comment saying they don't want, they don't want a cure. They don't want to cure the thing. They want just more customers, essentially.
Control it. I
They
mean,
want more. That's what it is. They see their patients as customers.
look how much some
Exactly.
of these people with HIV are living nowadays compared to in the 80s when it first started to break out, and how fast these poor people were dying off. Now they can live considerably a long, regular life, but they're hooked on meds. So there's that thing right there too. It's like they're going to constantly keep putting that money into.
It's going to cost them millions just to stay alive.
That's their customer. You
Yeah.
want to live, you better stay on these.
Yeah, you want to live, you're going to pay $13,000 for an injection that you need one.
And then you have those little the capitalist asshole like Martin Squick, I believe it was, wasn't he had AIDS drugs, wasn't it, that he spiked the price on?
Oh yeah, that
kid.
young
Yep, the pharma bro is how everyone.
Yeah. What was it, like $700? He pushed it up to?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, oh,
Astronomical.
people will pay for it.
I know. I mean, thankfully, there's enough social outrage that I think he reversed it, or it brought attention. But I mean, that kind of stuff happens all the time, and no one says anything.
It does, and it's unfortunate that it does because, it's just, America's built kind of that way. It's capitalist, it's corporate, it's greedy, and if you have something that you can monetize, you just go ahead and do it, especially if it's the difference between someone living and dying.
Yeah.
You go to the senior citizens medicine cabinet and look at how much they, these doctors put them on this, that, this, and that. And each prescription is like through the roof.
Yeah.
It's amazing that, not every elderly person could actually afford to pay for a medication. That's why you got a lot of sick people dying. It's a shame.
Yeah, I know. And it's almost, I mean, I see it as a reflection of our society, which you said it's a shame. So, but, we'll hopefully in time things will change. I am actually very optimistic just because, like how we were talking earlier about Bernie and about how many people he had following him. I was shocked, actually.
Huge.
It
was huge.
It was huge. Yep.
Yeah. I was super hopeful.
Uh-huh.
I was really hopeful that I was like, he could do it. He could take this. He could, he can knock Hillary out, because I was deathly afraid of Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I
was afraid of her.
Yeah.
I was afraid of all of them except for Bernie, man.
Yeah.
Trump.
Trump at first, I'm going to be honest, when I saw him running, I thought it was a freaking joke.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone did. Everyone did.
I thought it was like, oh, this guy's just trying to get himself some promotion for his TV program.
Yeah.
Some bullshit he's involved with. And then all of a sudden to watch this bastard just keep growing bigger, and it's scary.
Yeah.
It was freaking scary. And I'm thinking to myself, at the very end, he ain't going to get it. He's not going to get it. And then
Dude,
I'm still look like can't believe
we
this
had
guy got it.
We were at band practice on election night talking about.
Oh,
I'm
geez.
like, yes, it ain't happening. We're gonna have to deal with a Clinton, and all of a sudden, hell no.
Yeah.
When I came home, I walked in and I asked my wife, I'm like, so how's the election going? Like, did Hillary win yet?
He's like winning.
And she was like, Trump's winning.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, hold on.
No one saw it, and the media was telling us for 6 months that Hillary, like, she's already has it. She already won. It's already in the bag.
Well, yeah, that's how they made you feel like it was going down.
And I think that's part of like the DNC conspiracy,
Yes.
email stuff. Like they're just, if you just put it out there over and over again, like people might believe it to be true, even though it's false.
Definitely.
Alternative facts.
Dude, people totally, especially if it's coming from, a quote unquote credible source, they'll just take it. They won't even do any research into it at all.
No, just she's winning.
But at least the silver lining on Trump, I've been saying this for a while, is, I mean, he's going to get people out in the streets, people to protest and unite against him. Whereas if it was Hillary, everyone would just go back to sleep for another 4 or 8 years, like they did under Obama.
There's going to be a lot more activity.
It's already
for the
happening.
next 4
right?
years. There's going to be a lot more activity, and hopefully people wake up, and instead of posting, I don't like this on Facebook, they'll actually go do something.
Right.
Definitely. That's why I started this podcast, basically, is because I wanted to promote a lot of cool musicians and good music that I found online, and also I thought it would be good to get people's perspectives on what's going on, and how musicians tie politics into their music. I wanted to get that from you guys. So I think it's good you guys are playing music and you're willing to come on a show like this and talk about it. That's what we need to do, is talk more in our country.
Yeah.
Especially with...
Let's talk.
Well, hey, you guys came on and did it, man. Thanks a lot. I mean, especially people who we don't agree with. I want to find a Trump supporter, and some musician who's a Trump supporter. I want to come on. I want him to talk to him or her, play their music. Because I think it's about encouraging a dialogue.
It's all about talk. It's all about talking. Whether or not you agree with the other person, you could still have a debate and an argument. That doesn't get necessarily like loud and
Yeah, it could stay civil. It could get loud, but it could still.
It could
be civil. It's a good, loud, civil debate's fun sometimes.
I've seen a few on the Daily Show.
Exactly. Well, all right, guys. Well, yeah, I kept you guys here long enough, but hey, thanks a lot for stopping by.
Hey, thanks for having us, man.
Yeah, man. I know, like I said, it's great to talk, and it's easy to talk to cool dudes like you guys, and playing some of your awesome music. So thanks again for stopping by, Mike and Michael from After the Burn.
Yep, thanks.
Yeah, thank you. We're going to have one more by After the Burn. This is off your new EP, which is out now, correct?
Yeah, new EP, Frustrate on Repeat.
Frustrate on Repeat, yeah.
This is going to be, I guess, Paradise Hell.
Paradise Hell. So go check it out online. We'll have links in all the descriptions, and check out After the Burn. Here we go, Paradise Hell. See you guys.
Later.
See you later, man.
This
Thanks for checking out Punk Rock and Politics. If you enjoyed the show and the information brought to you, please like and share the video. Thanks. We'll see you next time. And rock on, political junkies.
I think all our society is run by insane people for insane objectives.
Doing a better job of talking to each other. The left hand now knows what the right hand is doing.
Look at those hands. Are they small hands? And he referred to my hands. If they're small, something else must be small. I guarantee you there's no problem. I guarantee it.